in the morning, and I'm finally by myself, which I know doesn't sound that crazy to be by yourself at 1:45 in the morning, but this week's been pretty hectic, and there have been a lot of people around telling me what to do, giving me advice, trying to help me, most importantly.
Pause. Thank God. Thank God. He kicked out the people. He kicked out the people.
Yeah, there's no PR response, dude.
Finally.
None of that shit.
Yes. Okay, I like where this is going. Okay, start in 3, 2, 1.
And that was a lot, and now I just wanna be able to do this and just shoot straight into the camera and just talk to you guys. I've put myself in a lot of situations where I've needed to apologize for my past actions, and I've never done this correctly. I've never done this respectfly, and my last video is a testament to that.
We can stop. No, I was just pointing out that there was a cut. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Let's take it back to I want to say like let's take it back to 35 seconds before that cut.
Okay.
Just so we hear this full sentence. All right, start now.
To you guys. I've put myself in a lot of situations where I've needed to apologize for my past actions, and I've never done this correctly, and I've never done this respectfully, and my last video is a testament to that. I don't want to defend that video. I don't want to delete that video. I just want to be clear. What this video isn't going to be is it's not going to be me discrediting Trisha, Kat, or any other woman involved. I'm going to be using words that may trigger some survivors, and that's just so I don't explain anything vaguely, and I can explain every situation appropriately. I want to start this video off by saying I fully believe the woman who came out against Dom and said she was assaulted by him. As was reported, the next day I got consent to post the video. Even though I got the consent to post that video, I should have never posted it. And what I understand now, and I didn't understand before, is that she sent that text because she felt like she had to, not because she wanted to. And that's fucked up. And I'm sorry. That I enabled that made them feel like their safety and values were.
Did he just say when she texted me a couple months later to take it down, I took it down?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So the video was only
up. Was it down? Yeah.
The video was uploaded in 2018, and it was only up for a couple months and then taken down?
Yeah, I guess.
So wait, David had to have known about this scenario for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Am I losing my mind here?
No, you're not losing your mind. That means he's like, he knows. It was in his head for that long.
Okay. All right. Let's start it again. 3, 2, 1, go.
Were compromised. I'm so sorry. I was completely disconnected from the fact that when people were invited to film videos with us, especially videos that relied on shock for views or whatever it was, that I was creating an unfair power dynamic. I did not know this before. It was completely wrong, and I wish I was more responsible, and I wish I was more aware at the time, and I'm so sorry I missed that. I didn't know what was going on in that room, and I should have been. I should have been there, and I should have been making sure that everybody involved was taken care of and wasn't uncomfortable. I don't want to use buzzwords to try to justify this or explain this, but all I can say is people felt like they had to be silent for the sake of my video, and that's not right, and it's fucked up, and I'm sorry. I also want to acknowledge...
Pause. Did you hear what he just said? People felt...
People had to be,
like they had to be silent for the sake of my video. Oh my God. Okay.
Damn.
We are seeing a real David Dobrik. This is real. This is reality. Shit like that is how you know he's being real. This is not the phony BS that we saw before. This is authentic David Dobrik. All right? We are hearing some real shit right now. Dude. Okay. All right. This is what we needed from David. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
The women that spoke out against Dom in 2018. I'm talking about Allie, and then I'm talking about other girls that address their problems privately or publicly. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you guys. I am sorry that I took Dom's word for what happened in those certain situations, and I didn't believe you. And not only did I not believe you, but I made a joke of what kind of a person Dom was, because I couldn't wrap my head around a childhood friend of mine doing this to people and actually hurting people, and I'm sorry for that.
Pause. Okay. First of all, what he just said is a great response, right? It's a horrible thing he did, but what he's admitting to is a great response, because what I couldn't wrap my head around on DramaAlert, Muta, was that in 2017 we had all these allegations against Dom, and David is still pushing him to do this weird stuff a year later, right? So I'm glad that got answered right there. You know, thank God, you know, we have some explanation from David on that. So far, I'm liking this. What do you think?
I mean, he's explaining himself. I mean, the explanations there, I don't know. I'm glad that he's saying it's all fucked up and what he's doing is fucked up. I'm glad that he's admitting to a lot of it.
I'm not saying
it.
he's like innocent or anything. What
No.
is
I'm just glad he's saying something about it. He's mentioning it.
He's finally owning this. Like, that's my point. You know, I'm sitting here clapping, not like, oh, good David. You know, you still have a career.
I didn't want him to like slide this under the rug. When I looked at the 7-minute mark, like, he's going in pretty hard. 3 minutes in, like
I'm clapping because he's owning it. He's doing the right thing now. And, you know, you're supposed to make these type of videos and you're supposed to get hate. That's the point of the apology video, is you're supposed to get 200,000 dislikes. That's the way it's supposed to go, you know? When you were over here manipulating and spinning shit, that's when you don't get forgiven. All right, let's continue. 3, 2, 1, go.
Did I discredit you, Ali? But I platformed Dom. And not only did I platform Dom, but I platformed the subject of sex in a negative way, where I made jokes about it, and I reinforced that kind of behavior. And I'm so sorry, and I really let not only you down, but a lot of people down, a lot of people that watch me and my friends and family for that. I made the decision to no longer film with Dom in 2019, and I'm not saying my content has been brilliant since then, but that's when I first started taking into account the power dynamic and what influence I had on people that I was filming with. But what I didn't do is I didn't go back to any of these women and apologize. I kind of moved on, and I learned from it, and I grew from it, but I didn't address the situation with these women. I'm not talking publicly, I'm saying even privately. I didn't reach out to any of these people, and that breaks my heart, knowing that I was doing all this stuff and I was making all this content while there was people that were still really hurt by what I made. Before my content shifted to be more responsible and positive.
Pause.
Yeah, he almost burst out in tears.
Why the cut, David? Why the cut? Why the cut? I felt like I was getting the real thing, and then there's this cut, and you're totally normal. Why the cut there?
I don't want the pessimistic side of me to come out and just say this is like,
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, listen.
He's troping in.
Listen, guys. All right, we gotta know in the comments below, or in the comments, W's for you're liking this, you're happy David's owning it, and this is good. L for fuck David Dobrik. He's a liar. He's just trying to get out of it. W's or L's? Like, where are you guys at? Let's know in the chat. All right, let's go.
I said and did things that were really offensive, and I called them bad jokes, and I can't even call them bad jokes, and it was cowardly of me to say in my last
episode. I hit play, Muta. I'm sorry.
No problem.
What are you at? What are you at?
I'm at 420.
420. All right. Oh my God. 420. You know that every single one of David's videos is 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's right where I stopped.
All right. Before we started up, Muta, the entire chat is giving David Dobrik a W so far. They're liking this, all right? They're saying, look, David Dobrik is owning it. He's taking accountability. We are behind this video. The entire chat. I see like 1 or 2 L's. Everything else is a W. All right? They are co-signing this. All right.
I think it's a W because he's not dancing around the topic. This is what I wanted to hear. Yep. This is exactly like so far. He's
All right.
he's owning up to all this shit.
Let's start this in 3, 2, 1.
And positive. I said and did things that were really offensive, and I called them bad jokes, and I can't even call them bad jokes, and it was cowardly of me to say in my last apology that I missed the mark, because it's fucking gross.
Pause! It is cowardly that I said in my last response that I missed the mark. He is actually owning this shit.
Dude, I remember, like, I thought that he was gonna deflect it onto Dom, but he mentions Dom, but he's putting himself up there. Like,
I'm with the
chat. He's fucking himself.
I'm with the chat. This is a W. This is a W. This is a W. All right. And again, when I say this is a W to survivors or the victims or anything, look.
This is their W. This is him apologizing. This is him admitting his fuck ups.
Yeah, this is
their
W.
validation.
I'm not trying to make this like, he's the good guy and you're the no. Please don't.
He's not the good guy. The victims finally get what they wanted. Like, they get the validation. No one can say that they're fucking wrong. No one can,
David is
shit on them
this
anymore.
is the best way to phrase it. To the victims and to everyone else hurt by this, right? David is doing the right thing so you have justice. There it is. All right, we're starting it in 3, 2, 1.
And I'm sorry. A lot of people reached out to me saying cancel culture is bullshit and you need to fight back and you need to call people out. And I don't agree with how this should be taken at all. And
I was one of those people. All right, I text David Dobrik and I said, screw Ethan Klein, screw Trisha, fight back. This is BS. You want to know why? Because that was about the Seth situation. Right? That was a completely different situation than this. This situation, completely different. All right. Anyhow, let's start up again. 3, 2, 1, go.
I think when there is a crisis, there's a serious opportunity to correct yourself, to learn and improve, and to make sure those mistakes don't happen again. And that's why it is so important to hold yourself accountable. And I think with this situation, there's a lot I can look at and there's a lot I can learn from, but there's a lot of mistakes that I made. And I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for everybody I've let down. I'm sorry to my family, and I'm sorry to my friends that I've embarrassed, and that this won't happen again. I'm gonna take a short break from all the social media stuff because I realize there's a serious lack of infrastructure when I make any kind of content. And I wanna be able to have a place of checks and balances. I wanna have HR, and I wanna be able to have people communicate discomfort in a way that's comfortable to them, and where they don't feel like their emotions or what they're doing or how they're acting is compromised. It doesn't feel right to go back to posting like I have been, and it also doesn't feel right to go dark because I love what I do. But I think it is important to show that change is possible and that I'm learning, maybe even forgiveness is possible. I want to use this opportunity to step up and own my mistakes, and like I said before, I've never done apology the right way. And I'm sure I'm going to look back at this and I'm going to be pissed at some things that I didn't say or I wish I could have added more. But this is my beginning to that, and I'm sorry for everybody that I hurt. I also want to add that I'm making myself available to anyone that wants to reach out that I've hurt in the past. I want to be able to hear and understand from yourselves, and I'll be reaching out on my own to some people because I still have a lot of learning to do. And I think when you talk to other people, especially about experiences like this, it really helps you see things in a different way. But yeah.
Okay. So far, he's knocking it out of the park. He's crushing it. We have less than a minute left. There was a little part of that ending I didn't like. I can't quite put my finger on it. But it sounded a little PRE in that last, I want to say 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But there's a minute left. Let's see how he closes this out. 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm sorry if this video was all over the place. I just wanted to sit and talk and ramble, and I really truly hope that someone can take something away from this experience, that another creator can take away from this. And I know it feels, because I know how crazy it felt to me that there was some sort of toxicity or some sort of power dynamic in my friend group, but really just take the moment, especially when creating content that you're trying to get viewership out of, or you're trying to get laughs out of. Like, really take a moment and look at where the jokes end and where the feelings begin, because I think that's so incredibly important. Okay, I'll see you guys. Bye.
Okay, that was a very good tie-off. Wow.
That
was good.
Can we ask for anything more?
Did he? I don't think he mentioned the alcohol stuff.
The only thing
that's what I was.
And I mean, this
that's about the only thing that's missing out of it. That's the only thing that he never mentioned.
This video was about taking accountability, and I feel like he did that. Look, you know, I hope he reaches out to Seth, and I hope he reaches out to Big Nick, and I hope he reaches out to these victims from 2017, and I hope he reaches out to these victims and that are in the Insider article, and yeah.
I'm just glad the victims here got validated, man. No one can say that they're wrong.
I know there's going to be a big portion of the internet that says, well, David only put out this video because he lost his entire career, right? Because he lost all his sponsors. He's only doing that to try to get them back or whatever, right? Well, yeah. You know, he put out an apology. He listened to his PR team, right, that are supposed to protect him, and they didn't. Mm-hmm. And they didn't, you know? What he's saying is he's got rid of all the people around him. It seems valid. He had people around him. They're the ones that made him do that video, that made it look like he was ignoring the situation. You know? I don't know.
Yeah. He's... You know, the thing about this apology is that everything onto like Dom or whatever and make himself out to be innocent. Like when I saw the timer on this, I was like, wait a minute, 7 minutes. There's so much explaining to do. But I mean, he went in hard. There was nothing. I mean, aside from that alcohol thing, I don't think he's I think at the end of the day, he gave the W in terms of like actually addressing what the victims' complaints were. That's all I care about, because like, you know, at the end of the day, there's so much back and forth, but at least now we know that the people who have been harmed, like, hopefully justice will come. And I mean, he really has to reach out to them, but justice hopefully should come, and at least they've been addressed. At least nobody can say that they're wrong anymore, and that's the W we're looking for.
We heard Aaron, we heard Jeff, we heard Natalie, and now we've heard David talk about Dom as he was guilty. As he was guilty. All of them are saying, believe all victims, believe the victims, I believe the victims. Like, this is why, internet, listen up. This is why nobody is talking about Dom, is because the internet, including Dom's friends, his ex-friends, all assume he's guilty. And as Muta said earlier in the stream, Dom himself is not even coming out with a statement saying that he is innocent. So guys, tomorrow we're going to have Jeff from the Vlog Squad on the program, DramaAlert.